welcome back to my channel. I'm Rashi. As you have seen the title, today I'm going to share 10 ways how you can look good without makeup, where makeup is just an external beauty. But I'm not denying that looks good definitely. But today we are going to learn about how internally also you have to shape yourself, shape your thoughts, and that is also really attractive, and that is more attractive even without makeup. So if you guys are interested in knowing what are the 10 pointers, then stay tuned and keep on watching. The number one thing is kindness. This drives people crazy, especially the ones who are trying to bring your vibration down. You have to kill them with kindness, as it's rightly said. You might have also heard of the statement that no answer is still an answer. Well, these kind of people are someone who try to bring out your vibrations down, and that is when you have to either understand the situation and reply kindly, or you don't reply at all. That is the best way to be kind and take the situation in a positive way. The other thing is, my mom always used to say that you need to help others. That is also an act of kindness. Well, my mom says that whatever you earn, some amount of money, you need to give it to people who are in need, and you should help someone. You should give them food or anything of that sort. Either you feed some animals. But this thing should be done not to show off, or you need not discuss it with everybody that you are doing something as an act of kindness. But these are the two ways kindness attracts. So be kind to people who are trying to bring your vibration down, and secondly, be kind to help others in need, and that is also a way you are growing. Positivity. Now this word, you might think it's overrated, or maybe people are talking too much about positivity. I know positivity is really very difficult to achieve in life, but you have to try to be positive. That attracts people. People get attracted to people who are positive. Their aura attracts them. And one more thing is that you can either practice meditation, you can listen to uplifting music, you can read books, and all those are the practices that helps you become one positive person. And yeah, so that is how is your journey to positivity. The next thing is sense of humor. Well, sense of humor is something someone is naturally gifted. These are the people who can simply be humorous about anything or any person, not personally targeted joke, but they are funny in general. And these are the people who usually make a group of people in the room laugh, and I am sure one of the person must tell them that, boss, you are so funny, your sense of humor is too good. And yeah, you keep on coming across such people. So I don't say you can develop that or you should always be humorous, but that is also one of the attractive things people find in others. One such humorous person that I know and is a part of my life is my husband. He's really sarcastic, and he can make fun of like anything in any situation. And yeah, he's also one of the humorous persons of my life. Next thing is passion. Well, passion is something that takes you closer to your self-growth, and it helps you in your self-growth. Passion is something you should do that will make you happy. And I believe that you are lucky one if you know your passion. I by any way don't mean that if you don't know your passion then you are unlucky. But if you are someone who don't know what your passion is, you need to find out what your passion would be. You need to understand what things excites you, what interests you, and eventually you will find your passion. If you are passionate about something, it will take you achieve higher levels of self-growth, and you are constantly involved either in learning the skill or applying those skills, or at times you are also doing a business out of it. And one of my passion is makeup, that I am following as a business, and my second passion is cooking, that I always do for my family, and now I make videos for both of my passions. Next thing is drama free. So you need to stop doing drama for little things and making issues out of it. That makes no sense. Don't make drama for little things and just try to solve the problem as easily as possible. The next thing is hashtag no rumors. Well, rumor is one such negative thing that people quickly find their way to just forward it to people, and at times people don't even know about that rumor or they don't even care about it, but simply they will be a part of spreading it. So hashtag no rumors, please. And the third thing is no negative gossips. Gossip is negative in itself, and when you're gossiping about someone, you are talking more about yourself as a person than the person you are talking about. People will judge how you are being judgmental about others, and that brings a lot of negativity about you than the person you are speaking about. And I don't know what it helps you in gossiping. So I believe that there should be no gossips, and if it's a positive gossip or if it helps you in a positive manner or if it helps someone in a better way, then positively gossiping is fine, but otherwise you should not do any negative gossips. Is confidence and self-awareness. Well, confidence is something that is really attractive, that attracts people, and also if you're confident enough, then you are confident because you have that much of knowledge, you have practiced on your own self, and that is why you confidently can give advices, suggestions or guidance to anybody who needs that. And self-awareness is very important. It is one of the emotional self that you have to self-assess. It helps you in self-growth and self-confidence. So you either do it by meditating, seeking knowledge, and also by having a strong sense of your own worth. You need to understand you yourself are also very important, and that is how you give importance to your self-worth as well. Comfortable about your own self. You should never self-judge yourself on basis of people's judgment towards you, as long as it's not helping you in a constructive manner, because that is going to bring your self-confidence down. So you should always value your identity, where you are at, why you are at, and you should be selfish. You should compliment yourself, love yourself, and this will also drive others crazy that how self-loving you are, how much comfortable you are where you are. And come what may, never take your vibrations down because of people's criticism or bad judgments about you. You have to be really comfortable and confident, and that will break the other people's judgments right away. Decisiveness. That is hashtag no confusion. You should not be confused about your decision. You need to have a stable mind and you need to give your decision wisely. The next thing is stick to your decision. Others' perspective about something should not make you change your decision just because they feel it the other way. You should stick to your decision as long as you are sure why you have selected what you have selected, and you have to be very, very firm about your decisions. I don't say that even if it's wrong you need to stick to your decision, but as long as it serves the purpose of your situation, you need to be very, very firm about what you have decided and do not change your decisions based on someone else's idea towards the same thing. Speaking of which reminds me that I was one of those person. I am less of that now. I used to be very, very indecisive when it comes to even deciding clothes. I used to be an overthinker and used to take so much time in deciding even my everyday clothes, and people close to me know how much fussy I was and how much indecisive I was. I used to keep on changing clothes, you know, last minute also I have changes. I get ready, I see others, and then I go and change my outfit. So that is what you should not do. You need to have a strong decision about about yourself that I'm confident, I look good, I look great, and I really like what I have chosen and why I have chosen. So even I have learned over a period of time of not wasting a lot of time in confusing my own self and being very indecisive. So these are the two factors that you also need to speak your heart out. Now you really need to never feel shy about speaking what you feel. You should never come up to a decision or up to a point what someone else's want you to do until your heart and your mind do not say that okay, you do that, or until you don't know what you should do, then you need to follow someone else's advice. Otherwise, you need to speak your heart out if it comes to speaking out in a situation. I am not talking about being outspoken, but you need to really understand what the situation is and how you can tackle. You need to speak at those times. When you don't speak at those times, then that will lead to a bigger misunderstanding. So I believe at times speaking your heart out leads to less misunderstandings than by not speaking it. So that is one of the things, and this may help even the other person to know what you have in your mind and why you have told a certain thing with respect to be it work or family. It may save a relationship, a situation, or even your time, and it's all for the better. So you can speak your heart out when you feel it's necessary. Last thing is learn something new. Learning is something that constantly builds in your thinking, your creativity, in many other ways. So you need to learn, and it's better late than never. There is never an age limit to start learning something. People may educate themselves at any age, or they may learn a new activity at any age. So there is nothing about that that you should not do after a certain age. You need to constantly keep on learning. Learning a new skill also helps you in upgrading your skills, and you're learning something that you don't know, and that's a good part about self-growth. So you can do dancing, reading books, singing, music, creativity, art, or anything that interests you or excites you. So basically, when you're learning something or keeping your mind and your heart busy into something, then you release endorphins, which relieves stress and pain, and also your mind relieves dopamine, which keeps you happy. So what happens is you come out of a situation, like for example there's some negative self-talk or something happening in your mind. It's because you're empty-minded. But if you are occupying yourself in doing something, then you are escaping that situation, escaping that negative self-talk, and at the same time you are upgrading your mindset and your self-growth. So these are the 10 points that I researched on, the things that I work on, and I firmly believe on these things. And this is something this kind of video I've never ever made, but I thought I need to do this because apart from external beauty, internal beauty is also very, very attractive, and this attracts people in many ways, and it also helps you with your own self-growth. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. Don't forget to like this video, comment down what you want to see next, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.